Now to important business in Thornton Township, which hit a roadblock tonight, not because of the weather, not because of logistics, but because two trustees refused to.
Placo. Tiffany Henyard actually has two political jobs on two public payrolls. As mayor of South Suburban Dalton, or as she calls herself.
Is Tiffany Henyard the worst mayor in America? Get ready to be shocked, because this is no ordinary political scandal. It's a roller coaster of power struggles, questionable spending, and a mayor who appears to be playing the role of a character straight out of a gangster movie. Buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the chaotic world of Dalton, Illinois, and its highly controversial leader.
Her absence prevented Supervisor Tiffany Henyard from filing a vacancy on the board. So what is going on, and why the power?
Our story begins not with a bang, but with a quiet rebellion. A series of boycotted meetings that set the stage for a political standoff. Two Thornton Township trustees, Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle, repeatedly refused to attend board meetings, citing concerns over Supervisor Tiffany Henyard's lack of transparency and questionable spending practices. Gonzalez memorably declared, "We're not going to be part of the circus. We just want responsible adults to do right by the citizens." Their boycott brought township business to a grinding halt, most notably delaying the appointment of a new trustee to fill the vacancy left by Jerry Jones' resignation. This was no ordinary disagreement. It was an all-out power struggle, a battle fought in the shadow of the impending April elections, with the stakes higher than ever.
The meeting wrapped up early because two trustees, as you mentioned, did not show up, Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle. Without them, not enough board members were present to make official decisions.
The drama extends far beyond Thornton Township. Henyard, who also serves as the mayor of Dalton, faces mounting accusations of mismanagement and misconduct that have left residents reeling. Locals describe her leadership as dictatorial, pointing to her extravagant spending, the omnipresent billboards declaring her super mayor, and allegations of using law enforcement to intimidate political opponents. One resident even likened her to a South American strongman, drawing unsettling parallels to regimes where the leader's face dominates every public space, symbolizing unchecked power and control.
They lead without bias. At the conclusion of this investigation, I will provide an assessment of the findings and the recommendations.
The allegations against Henyard are nothing short of staggering. A probe led by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot uncovered a massive deficit in Dalton's general fund, an astonishing shortfall exceeding $3.65 million. Lightfoot's report also exposed Henyard's misuse of the village credit card for personal expenses at Amazon, Target, and other retailers. Among the most shocking transactions was a $43,000 purchase at Amazon on January 5, 2023. And that's just the beginning. Reports of extravagant parties, first-class travel, and dubious contracts have only added fuel to the growing firestorm of criticism surrounding her actions.
Like a misspending of tax funds. I think that's the biggest. That's the biggest.
Henyard's penchant for theatrical displays has reached new heights. At recent meetings, she's been spotted dressed as Nino Brown, the infamous drug kingpin from the film New Jack City, complete with a stuffed dog as a prop. This isn't just a costume, it's a calculated performance designed to intimidate and assert dominance. At one such gathering, the atmosphere was electrified by the blaring soundtrack of "Better Have My Money," pounding from a DJ's equipment. The scene was nothing short of striking, perfectly capturing the perception of Henyard as a power-hungry figure more focused on self-promotion than on genuinely serving her constituents.
Single resident. Pay me what you owe me.
The accusations against Henyard extend far beyond financial mismanagement and theatrical antics. Multiple sources claim she uses the Dalton Police Department as her personal security detail and to target her enemies. Former Dalton Police Chief Robert Collins, who is now suing the village for wrongful termination, allegedly confessed to Dalton trustee Kiana Belcher that Henyard ordered him to target specific individuals. Belcher herself claims Henyard had police officers issue her tickets while she was out of town, calling it a manipulation tactic. These allegations paint a picture of a mayor who wields her power to silence dissent and maintain control. The situation has escalated further, with Henyard's landlord now suing her for eviction. The landlord, who once considered Henyard a friend, claims the mayor and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, have not paid rent since August, racking up thousands of dollars in back rent. The landlord also alleges that Henyard changed the locks and garage code to prevent access to the property. This adds another layer to an already complex narrative, portraying Henyard not only as a corrupt politician, but also as someone who disregards basic responsibilities and contractual obligations. In response to mounting criticism, Henyard's approach has been, to put it mildly, unconventional. She has turned to Facebook Live, delivering rambling, hour-long rants in which she frequently accuses her opponents of corruption and vows to press charges. However, she has consistently failed to provide any concrete evidence to back up her claims. This pattern of unsubstantiated accusations and dramatic pronouncements only reinforces the perception of her as a chaotic and unreliable leader. In one particularly memorable Facebook Live rant, she declared, "I will be seeking arrest for individuals involved. I will be pressing charges." Yet the lack of specifics leaves much to be desired. The legal battles are far from over. The FBI has issued subpoenas to both Dalton and Thornton Township, investigating potential financial irregularities. Henyard has denied all wrongdoing, but the sheer number of accusations and ongoing investigations continue to cast a dark cloud over her political future. A judge has even overturned some of her staffing decisions, further eroding her authority and credibility. Despite this, Henyard has launched a re-election campaign, a move met with widespread disbelief and ridicule. Her campaign finance reports reveal a lack of substantial fundraising, raising doubts about the viability of her bid for a second term. Opponents, including Dalton trustee Jason House, are actively campaigning against her, promising to restore order and transparency to the village.
Disturbing to hear these things or to kind of see some of the receipts that appear to be connected to it. And I think the taxpayers really deserve better.
The situation in Dalton and Thornton Township has become a perfect storm of political infighting, financial mismanagement, and bizarre personal behavior. It's a saga that continues to unfold, with each new revelation adding complexity and intrigue. The question remains, will Henyard's reign of chaos persist, or will the residents of Dalton finally rise up and demand accountability? Now, let's hear from the people. YouTube commenters have been offering their perspectives and reactions to this unfolding drama. One commenter simply stated, "She definitely has been exposing herself." This brief remark perfectly captures the disbelief and outrage many feel as they follow Henyard's tumultuous tenure. Another commenter reflected on the past, lamenting, "Back then, people should have realized what she was. Now look what happened." This comment underscores the missed opportunities to hold Henyard accountable earlier, as well as the consequences of ignoring the warning signs that were present from the start. These comments, and many others like them, reveal the deep frustration and anger felt by many Dalton residents. They show that this isn't just a political squabble. It's a community struggling with the fallout from a leader who many believe has abused her power and betrayed the public trust.
I got smoke. Okay, I'm hot. I got smoke.
The sheer volume of accusations against Henyard is staggering. In addition to financial irregularities and the alleged misuse of police resources, there are troubling reports of retaliatory actions against businesses that refuse to contribute to her campaigns. Lawrence Gardner, a trucking business owner, claims that Henyard shut down his operation after he declined to make another donation to her campaign. Gardner's experience is echoed by numerous other Dalton residents who report similar harassment and intimidation tactics. These allegations portray a mayor who is not only financially reckless but also willing to use her power to silence dissent and punish those who oppose her. The consistent pattern of behavior suggests a calculated strategy to maintain control through fear and intimidation. Compounding this already volatile situation is the ongoing legal battle over the location of village board meetings. Henyard has insisted on holding meetings at Village Hall, despite concerns that the venue is too small to accommodate the large crowds that often attend. This has resulted in multiple meetings being canceled or relocated to larger venues, further disrupting the flow of village business and reinforcing the perception of Henyard as someone more interested in preserving her control than serving her constituents. The legal wrangling over this seemingly minor issue highlights the larger power struggle between Henyard and the village board, a conflict that has paralyzed Dalton's ability to govern effectively.
Leaders spent the last few days handing out free turkeys ahead of Thanksgiving. But in Thornton Township, the trustees say embattled Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
This isn't just a local story. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the critical need for transparency and accountability in government. The saga of Tiffany Henyard stands as a stark reminder that even in small towns, corruption and abuse of power can have far-reaching consequences. The residents of Dalton are not only facing financial mismanagement and political dysfunction, but they're also contending with a deep erosion of trust in their local government. As ongoing investigations and legal battles unfold, there is hope that justice and reform will follow. But the damage to the community's faith in its leaders is already profound. The long-term effects of Henyard's actions will likely be felt for years, serving as a sobering reminder of the vital importance of electing responsible and ethical leaders.
Using public funds for something that taxpayer dollars shouldn't be used.
The saga of Tiffany Henyard is far from over. Will she be able to withstand the storm of accusations and investigations? Will her dramatic antics and defiant proclamations win her public support, or will the mounting evidence and growing pressure finally force her out of office? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, though, this story will continue to captivate and confound for years to come. What do you think will happen next? Will the FBI uncover more evidence of wrongdoing? And will Henyard's theatrical approach to politics ultimately be her downfall? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates on this explosive political drama.